Hi Libra, this is your June 7th through June 13th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love and an existing relationship. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and donate to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Magician. In the potential outcome, we have the Three of Wands with the Fool and the Sun. And we also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus or pretty much any sign. This is a general reading. So this looks really good, Libra. We do have 5 major arcana cards on the table. One of them is a commitment major arcana card. We also have a commitment card out of minor arcana cards here on the table. We have an ace in Ace of Swords. We also have the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. But there is a small problem here. The very first card that came out is the Nine of Swords, and it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The 2 cards on the left, right? And I think this is your energy. The Nine of Swords, this is a card of somebody who is stressed out, somebody who is a little bit depressed, somebody who doesn't know what they are supposed to do. Something is bothering you, basically, with that Nine of Swords. And I'm not 100% sure what's bothering you. Perhaps you think this is going too fast, it's unfolding too fast, or something about this person coming into your life is not exactly what you expected, or something about them that you're not used to. They could be from a different background, or perhaps the way this connection is unfolding isn't exactly how you pictured, or it's not exactly by your standards or the standards of your community, right? Something is a little bit off, but like I said, the rest of the spread, including the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Nine of Swords, is about you getting into a commitment. There's definitely a commitment offer on the table, not just an offer to go out and see how it plays out. No, this is definitely a commitment offer. The Nine of Swords is clarified by that Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle, right? Then the next card that came out is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is one of the commitment or marriage cards. This is the 1111 card. To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of the actual wedding, because in some cultures when people get married, they do it underneath the structure with the leaves and branches, and the structure in the Four of Wands always reminds me of that structure in those weddings. And there's the groom and the bride greeting the guests, but ultimately the Four of Wands is one of the commitment cards. The next card that came out is the Ace of Swords, and it's clarified by the Magician. The Ace of Swords is a brand spanking new beginning. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. So somebody is going to be proposing to you, somebody is going to be telling you the way it is. They're not going to be playing around, beating around the bush. They'll tell you straight up they do want to make it serious. They want to take this relationship to the next level, whatever that level is for you. And the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Magician. The Magician is also about a new beginnings. The Magician is manifesting something into existence. The Magician knows they've got all the tools they need at their disposal, and they're using them. They're actively using them. So this is a very strong combo with the Ace of Swords and the Magician. This is all about moving forward, right? We also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The Hierophant is the personal Taurus card, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, or the Hierophant is about something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. So yeah, there you go. Whoever's in your life right now, they want to get married, they want it to be serious, they want it to be long term with you. In the potential outcome, we have the Three of Wands with the Fool and the Sun. So I think you will eventually warm up to this person, or you will eventually warm up to the idea of being in a commitment with this person. Perhaps this was just a thought process for you, because we all know how Libras tend to take their time, or Libras, you have a hard time every once in a while making a decision. And there's nothing wrong with that, Libra. It's just the way you guys are, and I think eventually you will come through. Eventually you will weigh all pros and cons. Eventually you will just sort of like I said, go through your personal thought process and you'll get on board, because in the potential outcome we have the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Fool. The Three of Wands is my card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and I think that is your energy, and you make a decision to go ahead, because the Fool, the next card in the outcome, is all about taking a leap of faith. It's all about having that new beginning. It's all about, okay, sure, let's see where that takes us. And the last card that came out in the potential outcome is the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So I think at some point in the future you'll look back at this week and you'll think to yourself that you made the right decision to move forward with this person. Because like I said, we've got 2 commitment cards on the table. We've got quite a few major arcana cards. We've got an Ace. We've got the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune. These are all amazing cards. So hopefully it works out for you, Libra. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Libra, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. And we also have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. I believe the Queen of Swords in the spread is you, Libra. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And it's a very interesting spread. It looks more like the work, business, and finances spreads I usually do, which is coming up later in this video. So the first card that came out is the Eight of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, business, finances. So somebody here, perhaps you or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, they've been working really hard on something. They could have been literally working hard so they could surprise you. And they've been very, very patient about that. They've been patiently hammering away, working on something, right? Speaking of patience, we've got Temperance on the bottom of the deck. I believe in this spread, Temperance is all about patience, right? And the Six of Pentacles with the High Priestess, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, it's also all about working on something, but the High Priestess could be about something hidden, right? So perhaps you haven't been letting everybody know, or your significant other has been sort of hiding it from you with the High Priestess, or the High Priestess is all about intuition. So perhaps you always knew, if you've continue working on something really hard, if you will be patient, eventually there will be a win. Eventually you will be successful at that. Perhaps both of you, you and your significant other, have been working on something, right? With those Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess card. And this week, this patience, this hard work is about to pay off, because the last card that came out is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, this is a card of victory, this is a card of recognition. This spread could play out that you or your significant other, they are working on something, so they could surprise you this week. Perhaps you have an anniversary or some other occasion, or they just wanted to do something nice for you, and they've been secretly working on that project or on that, whatever that is they've been working on, and this week they will reveal it to you. And you'll feel really good about that. So whatever is happening this week, it will eventually be a success. It will eventually pay off. There's going to be a recognition. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Libra, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so they don't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we're still in Mercury retrograde, and this is when more exes than usual tend to resurface. So we have Judgment, we have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Chariot, we have the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Hangman, and we also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, or pretty much any sign. I'm going to be very straightforward with you, Libra. I'm going to call it a 50-50. A 50-50. Some of you will want to give them another chance. Others of you will not. And let's talk about that. So we have Judgment, the first card that came out. So the very first card that came out is a card of somebody coming back from the past, because that's what Judgment in this spread is all about. We also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck all the way to the right. The Five of Cups, this is a card of regrets. This is a card of somebody who's grieving, somebody who's thinking about the past, living in the past. So it could be their energy. So perhaps they really miss you. They regret what happened between the two. It could also be your energy, Libra. Perhaps it'll be really hard for you to forgive and forget. So like I said, this is the first 50-50 indicator here. Then we have the actual person coming back. The Knight of Wands right there, and the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Chariot. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and the Chariot is the person of Cancer card, so it could be a Cancer. But what's interesting about the Knight of Wands often comes through as a player. Somebody who is hot and cold, somebody who is in and out of your life, somebody who is a playboy, playgirl kind of a character. So, and the Chariot, clarifying it, this is them wanting to move forward with you, or the Chariot could be them offering you to go on a weekend getaway trip, because the Chariot is all about travel, and the Wheel of Fortune right next to it could also be about travel. So if they come back and tell you, hey, let's go for a joyride, or hey, I've got this hotel room for a couple of nights this upcoming weekend, then you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. For others of you, the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune could be all about them wanting to restart a cycle with you, because the Wheel of Fortune could be a card of a cycle, and the Chariot is them really, really wanting to get the show back on the road with you. This is them really wanting to pick up where the two of you left off, right? And I specifically asked what the outcome is going to be in this spread, and the Hangman showed up. The Hangman is a major arcana card. The Hangman is a situation that is stuck, that is not moving anywhere. This is a card of stagnation. So the way I see the Hangman in this particular spread is 50-50. Some of you will want to give him a second chance, depending on what this person did to you. Others of you will say no. Alright, so yeah, it all depends on what this person did to you. If you just want to have some fun, Libra, this week, then this person is going to be perfect for that. You know, I'm not judging you. It's your life. It's whatever you want to do. So if you're not thinking of a long-term connection with anybody right now, if you just want to have some fun, then yeah, this person would be perfect for that. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Libra, this week. We have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. A very calm vibe I'm getting out of this spread, Libra, so it's business as usual. The Queen of Swords right next to the deck, that is you. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. The Three of Pentacles, the first card that came out, this is a card of collaboration, so this is you working in a team environment, collaborating with other people. And the Eight of Pentacles in the middle, this is a card of work, business, and finances. So there you go. The Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this is either your work environment, and in that case, this is a very friendly work environment, or this week it'll feel very friendly, very nice, everybody is nice to each other. The Ten of Cups could also represent your family, if you have a family. Right, so you're working towards your family happiness. Perhaps you're working really hard this week, trying to make some extra cash, so your family could enjoy the benefits of that extra cash. So yeah, very calm vibe, business as usual. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Libra, this week. We have the Three of Cups, we have the World, we have the Three of Wands, and we also have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So for very few of you, Libras, if you are in a third-party situation, either you or the person you are in a third party with could be deciding to end it. We've got two threes on the table. The first one, the Three of Cups, this is a card of a third-party situation. The Three of Wands right next to the deck, this is a card of somebody who makes up their mind, somebody who makes a decision. In the World in the middle, this is a card of an ending. And the Sun on the bottom of the deck, this is actually the happiest card in the deck. So once you get out of that, you'll be happy. You'll finally be happy. Or the Sun is all about clarity. So you're becoming clear that you no longer want to be in it, and you're getting out. So this is for very few of you. For others of you, there's still some kind of a happy end here with the World card, because the World is my happy end card. The World could also be about someplace remote, someplace at a distance for you. So you could be deciding to travel this week. You could be deciding to go to a party or a gathering or an event that is at a distance from you. And the distance could be 20 miles, 20 kilometers away from you, or it could be 1,000 miles or 1,000 kilometers away from you. Right? The Three of Cups, the first card that came out, this is a card of a celebration, a party, or a union, or a family reunion, right? And the Three of Wands is still a card of somebody who is making up their mind, who making a decision to go. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, so you'll be really happy you decided to go. Alright, so that's what I got for you, Libra, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. And other than that, Libra, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.